Hello. Hi. Today we're going to be playing Loud, My Road to Fame. Because I'm gonna live forever. Yeah. Thank you so much. This game was provided by Stride PR. So thank you for providing a key for me to play this lovely game. Thank you. I'm very excited. In fact, we're gonna dive into the story mode. There's also some DLC called My Trip to Japan. This game was actually offered to me a little over a month ago. It was towards the end of February. We're in the beginning of April. So, I took a break in the midst of that. I had my wisdom tooth removed. So a lot took place during all of that time. So, I did a little bit of testing out the game, so I already did a couple little things here. So here it is. Enjoy.
Growing up generally sucks. It's no fun constantly wondering whether you'll ever make something of yourself.
Yeah, this game is very much like story-driven, rhythm vibes. Very excited about it.
It's like my own private Fallout.
It's like a coming-of-age story, so very interested in seeing it and how it plays out.
MGMT, Snail Mail, Soccer Mommy.
Soccer Mommy.
Them, I'd be bonkers already. Their songs are so relatable. Unlike most of the stuff that people around me
I hope those are all real band names.
It's good to have them around.
If not,
how cool would it be on the same
either way, we need to stand Soccer Mommy.
Stratocaster in my hands. The cheering crowd, percussion banging from behind, my sweaty palms.
This is me, but like
the strings.
It's like 3 a.m. and I'm pretending to do a world tour.
Once, my dad caught me doing that.
You know what I mean?
Cringe. Well, time for practice.
And next thing I know, I'm doing the Pussycat Dolls hit song buttons in front of a live audience. It's true. So, I mean, honestly, this is just a tutorial, so I'm not gonna do it again. I mean, I can do it, I guess, to show y'all how the tutorial is. I already did. The first thing that happens when you boot up the game, you can immediately kind of synchronize everything because it's a rhythm game, so obviously the audio needs to be on point. So yeah, the way that it works, you basically have this, and then on the left side you have to use the little directional buttons. And then on the right, you have to use the corresponding buttons, which in this case is Y, A, and B, because I'm using an Xbox controller. So it's pretty standard. Let me know if the audio is good. I think it might be a little loud, no pun intended. So let me know if I need to turn it down or anything of the sort. When I tested it out, it seemed fine, so I didn't want to make it too quiet. Because also we want to hear the music and we want to vibe, you know. Oh no! I pressed the wrong button. Oh, we have to mash the notes. So you have to, when you see it, you have to just do this and do that and do this and do that. I think as you progress into the actual game, there's also like multiple difficulties, so you don't have to like get super overwhelmed and frustrated and all that stuff. So we're definitely picking up the easiest option possible. This UI is really cute and like very easy to understand. Like it's very straight to the point. So I also appreciate that, because sometimes, I mean, in a lot of games UI is important, but in rhythm games I feel like especially the UI is very crucial. So you definitely want to, you know, have the best possible experience with it. One thing that I would love, if possible, would be for the controls to be shown as we're doing it, but I don't think that's possible, because like sometimes it's like I forget sometimes the placement of the buttons. But I haven't done this level yet. I haven't done anything past the tutorial because I just wanted to do a little testy Anna. So we're getting into Silly Plan. I definitely want to do the chillin'. I definitely want to do chillin', because I don't want to suffer. Hey, I want to see you dance in the crowds. Who's mosh pitting? Yeah. 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 I'm just jamming. I'm doing the shoulder dancing.
Oh yeah.
I've never done like the broom guitar. I've done the like towel as a wig. I've done the hairbrush as a mic.
Great.
Ooh. We're kind of slaying. At the risk of jinxing myself. Oh shit. The coordination of like seeing the notes coming from both sides of the screen and from like the different levels of the screen, definitely I can see it getting pretty complicated. We unlocked something new. And our score got us an S. So top tier quality gameplay over here. We love to see it. We can also, apparently as we go through the game, we can also unlock like different outfits and different brooms, or different guitars, I guess. So very excited for that as well. For now, we just unlocked a new level, a new song. This one is called Sweep It. So let's do it.
Let's get loud.
Let's get loud.
Nice.
We need a rock version of Let's Get Loud by J-Lo. Now that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Did y'all ever get into those like pop goes punk type of like things where like they would do like the punk covers of like pop music or like rock music in general? I feel like that's probably the quote-unquote edgiest I've ever gotten as far as music goes. I've never really had like an emo phase as far as like music that I was into. I was never into like My Chemical Romance or like Paramore. I did have friends in school that had bands, and I was in fact invited to be part of one of them, and we were gonna do Bring Me to Life by Evanescence, which I did not realize were a Christian core group. But that's another story for another day. But yeah, I was never into that gig. I feel like everyone went to school with someone that had a band. You know what I mean? There was always someone with a band. Funny enough, one of the guys that I went to school with that had a band, he now like teaches like music to people. He teaches people. I think he either opened his own like music school, or he's like a teacher at a school. Either way, he's now teaching people how to like play instruments and stuff. How cool is that? Oh, we're on the run.
I'm ready.
So I wonder if this is one of those moments where, I'm assuming this is one of those games where there's a story beat and then we do a few songs and then there's another story beat. Immediately, I do wish that there was a little bit of like, there was like story beats between each song. I mean, I get it. If I'm doing like a world tour in my room, I'm not just doing one song. I totally get that. Ooh. But it does feel like we're going too long without a story beat, if that makes sense. I kind of wish I had a sense of like why we're doing these songs, you know what I mean? Or what these songs mean to our protagonist, right? That's like the only thing, you know? But that's like, I would say it's kind of like nitpicking. Oh. I love when they change the color. Oh shoot. Sometimes when sometimes my instinct is to press the directional button from like the direction the stars are coming from rather than like the correct button. But that's not really their fault that I'm not like good at the game, or that, you know, I'm just like getting used to the controls. This is also kind of giving me like Camp Rock vibes a little bit. Oh, I guess Demi at the time, and even like Miley, they kind of had their little pop rock eras. And I was kind of into it. That was probably like the closest that I got into like this vibe. You know what I mean? I'm a rock star. That's all that matters. Oh, suddenly.
Heard a knock on my door yesterday evening. It was my dad, with a frickin' electric guitar in his hands.
Ooh.
Just for me.
Oh, how
He told me
cool.
that ever since he saw me with the broom, he wanted to buy me one. He
Aww.
also told me it was also his dream to play. It was kinda touching. He
Aww.
said, "Here you go, kiddo. Maybe you can make a use of it." He's a good guy. I'm glad he's around.
Aww. Supportive parents. Love that. Oh, station. Are we gonna be
We
busking?
moved to the city last September. It was hard, leaving my whole world behind. Even though it's only like 20 miles away, and I still see my old friends a lot.
She's a city girl, Your
Dad signed me up for
Honor.
guitar lessons. Learned a lot. And the teacher says I'm a natural. I've even
Iconic.
started writing some of my own music. And honestly, it's not half bad.
Slay.
Yeah, I know. I'm so modest.
I mean, is she
I
gonna
use
look
the
back in
subway to
10
get
years
around
and
see
cringe?
people busking
Yes.
there all the time.
But
The station near my new
iconic.
school isn't huge, but it's not popular with buskers. So, I guess that makes it a good place to start.
Or maybe there aren't any buskers for a reason. Do you know what I mean? Ooh. A new outfit. I found this old military jacket up in the attic while we were cleaning up the house before the move. It belonged to my mom. I love it so much. Oh, sentimental. The new guitar, a gift from my dad. A real guitar, definitely my favorite toy. Oh, I love that. Oh, so we just automatically get that. I certainly did get jump scared. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And what about it? And what about it? Memories like the corners of my mind.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the song. That's not the, no, we're not covering Barbra Streisand.
Yes.
Not yet, we're not. I will say the music is very lovely. As someone who doesn't really get into the rock gig,
Oh, yeah.
unless we're talking about the Rock, you know, Dwayne the Rock Johnson. I'm quite enjoying the music. It's very nice.
Great.
I'm on my hyper focus era. Oh.
Dang.
Listen, do I love a rhythm game? Yes. Am I amazing at them? Nor. Nor.
Nice.
You know what I want? I want a K-pop game. Okay? I want a K-pop rhythm game in which you're a character who goes from like being a trainee, so you have like maybe a couple chapters where you're like in the trainee years, and then there's a chapter where like you're in a group or like you debut, and like you go through all the trials and tribulations of like being in a K-pop group. That would be kind of iconic. And think about it, like K-dramas are very popular these days. K-pop is at the height of its popularity. And I'm sure there's many idols and even ex-idols that would be completely willing to share their experiences. I know there was like a Broadway play with like people that like used to be idols and stuff, and they, I think, also shared their experiences in order to make it happen. And there's obviously also been like K-dramas and stuff about that, so I would love that personally. Like, you could make your own character. It would be like a rhythm game. I think it would be kind of fierce. I want to poop here. That was definitely the energy of like how I said it. Just do it. Just do it.
Do it.
I hope we're rich after this.
Dang. Nice.
Honestly, streaming is the closest thing that I've had to like busking. That's how I describe it to my parents.
Yeah.
It's like I'm busking online, you know, but like I'm not talented. It's like I'm busking, but I'm not like performing a talent. I'm just like, you know, talking. And like I'm playing games. And then people can give me money if they want.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, if more people thought about streaming as if it was busking, less people would quit streaming. If you think about it. Because like, if you have even like one person paying attention to like a busker on the streets, like that's good. You know what I mean? And obviously if you gather a big crowd, even better, but you know.
Dang.
There's a place here in Porto where it's like
Nice.
peak busking location where, well, there's a couple. There's like a couple crowded streets or like popular streets. But there's this one specific place that is like, you can oversee the sunset and like the river. And it's like kind of, it's not really a hill, but it's like a kind of like a parky type of situation. It's a very beautiful, it's a very beautiful sight to behold. And even like throughout the day and stuff, there's people selling like drinks and food. There's people performing, and then there's like all these different types of performers. Like sometimes there's a DJ, sometimes there's like people playing guitar, sometimes there's people singing. Like the vibes are honestly immaculate at that place. So it also ends up being like a big touristy kind of thing, because everyone, even people who are locals and stuff, they go up this very, very like rough inclined situation to get to the top of this place where you can like oversee the river. It's basically like you get to see like both sides of the river, and there's like, you know, city on both sides, and you get to see a beautiful sunset. So yeah. Heads up, Val's really close, so don't be surprised if they show up. Sounds good. Was it the rock music that got them out? Or is getting them out? No worries. If you need to step away for any reason as well, that's totally fine. Don't worry. Definitely put yourself and your safety and your well-being first. 1,000 dreams.
Ready or not, here I come. Great.
Partially that, partially other stuff. No worries. You take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And thank you for the heads up. Is it just me? Like, whenever I play a rhythm game, sometimes I'm playing it and I'm like, is it me, or do I need to adjust the game? And sometimes I adjust the game. I try to calibrate the whole thing, and then sometimes the problem insists, so I'm like, okay, maybe it is me. And then sometimes it's like, oh, crap. But sometimes it lines up well, so I don't know. I mean, I am a chronic overthinker.
Awesome.
So sometimes in rhythm games, I like press the buttons in anticipation rather than just like
Great.
being in the moment kind of thing. Honestly, I would also love like a pop star type of deal for like a game like this. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Oh crap. Sometimes it's when there's like the ones that you have to hold them. Sometimes I just press the directional button instead of like holding. Because for some reason when I see the big bar coming, I'm like, oh, I have to press the button from like that side rather than like, I don't know. It's like a weird. I'm just like weird. I'm just like so weird. I'm just like so quirky and different.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
I'm just like so different. So quirky. Yeah. I'm just saying, I'm like nailing all of the songs. I'm doing amazing. I'm just saying, I'm like breezing through this game. I'm like in chapter 1 or 2. Let's jam.
Met some really cool girls today, May and Kate. They invited me to jam in May's garage, where they practice all the time. Kate said she's seen me playing a couple of times and was impressed. Man, this sounds like an opportunity to make a band. So hyped.
Yes. A girly band. A girly group, if you will. Don't tell mom.
Hanging with the girls a lot lately. Started writing a new song yesterday. Kate loves my lyrics. She says that I'm the next Amy Winehouse. I wish. But we managed to produce some arrangements in May's mini studio. Things are going so well
Not
that
the
I'm just waiting for something to
tattoos.
screw it up. Ah, and finally got the tattoo I've always wanted. Looks really cool. Can't wait to not show my parents.
Oh my god. Oh damn. That's a makeover right there. For a long time, I had a gag reflex on any side of pink because of the social context. Mom used to dress me pink a lot when I was a kid, but lately I'm learning to love it anew. Looks super good on my hair. It does. This is a whole new era. My new baby. Had to save up some money for it. Split 50-50 with my dad because I could never afford to buy it otherwise. Man, this black glossy finish and golden painted metal parts, that's the definition of classy. Ooh. I'm on fire.
Oh, shoot.
Alright, makeover. She's definitely going all in on this, huh? It's funny because, like, internally, I had an emo phase, but there was never, like, music or, like, clothes that, like, accompanied it. I would, like, I literally had an emo phase psychologically, but that never manifested in, like, you know, the music that I listened to was still, like, 2000s pop. You know what I mean? So, which was, you know, the years that I existed in at the time as a teenager. So it was just pop music of its time. Oh, mash it up, mash it up. Are we gonna be famous? I like the earrings too. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I guess I should say hi since I've been announced. Hi, Val. Phase, you know. For me, it was a phase. It was just a phase, Mom. Yeah, I still kind of maintain what I felt about the game earlier. There's not many like story beats. So it feels like, in a way, as much as the music is also lovely, it's starting to kind of blend together a little bit. Obviously, there's the visual changes as far as like the outfit and stuff are definitely noticed. But I do wish, even if it was like small story beats, I wish we had them maybe like every other song at least. Does that make sense? It's like, maybe even from y'all watching and having that perspective, I wonder what y'all feel, if y'all feel that as well from your perspective, or if it's just like an enjoyable time of like you just get to jam to a couple songs and then there's a little bit of story and so on and so forth. Because it could also be that I'm formatted. I'm used to that kind of like vibe of like, you know, with the rhythm game, either having no story at all, or if I don't know if I've ever played a rhythm game with a story. Now that I think about it. I guess the closest thing was like Fuser. But even then, yeah, I guess in between each set, I guess there was a little bit of like a story beat, if you will. Not, I don't know if you could even consider that much of like a plot of a storyline. Don't get me wrong, I'm still enjoying this game, I definitely am. But it's definitely a game that I can also imagine myself, when I do pick it up, it's like I play it for a little bit, maybe a couple songs, maybe one story beat, and then kind of leaving it for like a different time rather than doing it all in one sitting. But I also understand this is an indie game and there aren't like the most resources, and I'm assuming making a rhythm game to begin with is already a hard experience, a difficult experience. But like I said, I still definitely recommend it. For some of us, it really wasn't a phase, Mom. Yeah. Right? I'm curious as if these are all original songs, or if some of them are like from actual like groups IRL that maybe people can recognize. I think, as far, if I remember correctly from the PR tidbit that I've read, I think they're all original songs, if I'm not mistaken. And I think there's music on Bandcamp from this game as well. I wonder if partially part of the reason why at times I feel like the music is blending together is because maybe this isn't my genre of choice. So the music just sounds similar because it's kind of one of those things where, like, if this was all pop music, maybe I would have had like a better perception of, like, you know, obviously I know that all of the songs are different, but if this was like pop music, maybe I would have had a different appreciation for it. So I wonder if some of it is just my genre preference as far as music versus like the game music, or like versus it being like a game problem, I guess. But I guess I can only, you know, share my opinion and do a little bit of a review from my own perspective. I can't do a review from anyone else's perspective, right? You don't recognize anything yet, it's not just me. Okay. Right. Maybe it is all original music. Unless you mean that with like the music blending in together. We love chat delay. I'm like, what was I talking about? What is that a response to? right, she's kind of going off on this one. Yeah. What if I started making sound effects for every single note that I hit in this?
Oh, yeah. Awesome. Ah. Marshmallow.
Yeah. Yeah. Just my Ariana era. Alrighty. How cute. Y'all, I do need to take a little break, Yana. Maybe we can finish this. Yeah, maybe we can finish this chapter before I do. So let's do that. But why?
I think I jinxed it. 'Cause things are totally screwed up now.
Oh.
Me and Kate aren't friends anymore.
Why?
Don't want to talk about it.
Oh, okay.
She took May with her. Damn. I love that girl. Oh well. Back to guitar practice.
See, this is where for me the narrative is like, I wish the storytelling was kind of like different in that aspect. Like if maybe we got a little bit more story beats, we would have been able to see their friendship deteriorate a little bit over like the span of like that month or the couple months or whatever, rather than like all of a sudden like we do a couple songs and it's like, oh, we're not friends anymore. Like, you know what I mean? It just feels like very, because we're getting such like sparse moments of storytelling. Whenever we do get them, it's like, oh, suddenly I have friends, and you know, it's like we went from like being in our room to like suddenly we're in a new town and we're busking. Suddenly we have friends and we're in a band. Suddenly there's no friends. You know what I mean? Like it just feels very like all of a sudden everything is happening, rather than like it feeling like a thing that's happening over time. So that kind of lack of storytelling between maybe like every other song or something like that would have been very nice to kind of get a little bit of a grasp on, like, not even a grasp, just like, because it's easy to keep up with it because it's not a very like complicated thing. Like it's not like the story is hard to keep track of. It's more that it would have been nice to see, it would have been nice to delve deeper into the story, rather than like all of a sudden we're not friends, all of a sudden we're in a band, all of a sudden we have a tattoo, all of a sudden we're doing this. So yeah, but I do want to play a little bit more after we take a little break, Yana. I would love to hear your own thoughts from, you know, just watching the game and your own opinions and what you're thinking about it. If you want to get the game yourselves or anything of the sort, I would love to hear your own feedback on that. Like I said, I'm gonna take a short little Go Piss Girl break, so when I return, we're gonna be playing a little bit more loud. My story, my true story, my road to fame. That's the name. My true story. Yeah, that's it. Okay, BRB. Welcome back. We need to take a moment of silence. We need to take a moment of silence because Z-Way has been canceled. The show has been canceled. Not Z-Way herself. her Showtime show apparently has been canceled by the network. So a moment of silence. Okay, that's the moment. I'm sorry, I can't just sit here in silence for a whole stream, you know what I mean? But how sad is that? I'm sure Miss Z-Way is going to do some iconic things, just as we are, because we're back. We are back with more loud, my road to fame. And it's shopping time.
Well,
so
what do you know? I'm playing a show. A real gig. It's local. Still. Man. Someone wants to listen to me playing and wants to pay me for it.
How
What a
exciting.
crazy person. What should I wear? Damn. Gotta go and buy a new outfit for this occasion.
Oh, yes. So good to be in the presence of locals. If you know, you know. Oh, all right. We're out of the pink era. Had to prepare something extra for this gig. How do I look? This dress is super cute. Mostly I buy clothes on sale, but this time I had to spend a little more than usual. My wallet is bleeding. Now that is a guitar. Custom job with the LED lighting. Bought a used plexiglass base and gave it to my friend for a rework. He's an artist too. Let's try that again. Now that's a guitar. Custom job with the LED lighting. Bought a used plexiglass base and gave it to my friend for a rework. He's an artist when it comes to electric and cosmetic work. Now I'm going to literally shine on the stage. I can read. Sometimes I can read, y'all, right?
Let's get loud.
Let's get loud.
Great.
Oh.
Yeah.
Her little reactions every time I get it wrong. This is reminding me of the American Idol games that I've seen Passion stream, where like it's like a rhythm game in the sense of like it's not like a karaoke game, and it's like every time you get something wrong, like the person who's singing like they go off key or like they mess up the timing or something like that, and you get to like pick their outfits and stuff. So if that's something that you would like to see me delve into, I definitely wouldn't be opposed to it. Just, you know, a little rhythm game every once in a while. I'm really enjoying though like the balancing of like going from like Pokemon Emerald and then like having a day, or I guess a couple days in this case, where I'm not like playing the game, so that like it makes me actually miss the game and like makes me want to play it. So I'm definitely excited. Also, we're playing on easy mode and the songs are getting a little difficult as the game progresses, which is obviously expected. I'm just, you know, stating a fact. We're slaying.
Nice.
Oh my god, what if the next chapter is us opening up for Paramore? What if or even better, the other band whose name I can't remember right now that we were talking about earlier. Mommy's Jeans, what was it? Mom Jeans? That's not the name. Mommy's Milkers, what was it? Do we remember? Soccer Mommy. Soccer Mommy. Mommy Jeans. That would, honestly, Mom Jeans would be a great name for a group. You know what I mean? There's New Jeans, Mom Jeans. I'm finding it hilarious that Paramore is the most hardcore band you can think of. No. It's not the most hardcore I can think of. It's the band I feel like that would match the most with the vibes of our protagonist here. You know, she's giving very like, I guess she's not a singer, so she wouldn't be Hayley Williams, but you know, it's like I'm feeling the vibes. You know, hey Andara. I'm like a butterfly. I always felt like I'm like a bird because I'm more of an Nelly Furtado stan. I'm like a bird. And Portuguese people have like a little bit of a, not a fixation for her, but there's like a level of like rooting for her because she's like half Portuguese. Even though she's like fully Canadian, you know what I mean? Like her parents are Portuguese, but like she doesn't speak the language either. It's kind of like the Shawn Mendes phenomenon. Because I think his family is I think he has Portuguese family.
Yeah.
So I think every time there's a little bit of that, Portugal is a country. No, I'm just kidding. But like Portuguese people tend to be like, oh cool, like I want to support them, you know? Even though they're not like really necessarily connected to their Portuguese, I guess, descent in a way, because they don't speak the language or necessarily, I don't know. But at the same time, of course, they don't have to be speaking the language in order to be immersed in that. You know what I mean? I guess we'll never know why. I guess we'll never know why I'm like a butterfly. I hope you're doing well, Andara. Because she's a girl misogynist. So the name Mom Jeans is really good. I'm just saying. A mystery lost to time. I know. How will I ever be able to sleep at night without knowing why I'm like a butterfly?
Let's rock. Dang.
I would say stream Butterfly, but we're boycotting Luna. I guess you can stream Butterfly by BTS.
Nice.
I mean, I guess you could watch maybe like a live performance of Butterfly. Maybe like a fan cam.
Yeah.
Maybe like a little bootleg. Damn, we're doing like a full set here. We're doing like world tour worth of like, I guess it's not really a world tour set. That would have been like 20 songs or something. Y'all, I need to shut the fuck up. I'm getting off my game. I need to have a focus. Did anyone grow up with like Rock Band and anything like that?
Great.
Oh fuck. My brother got Guitar Hero for the PS3, but he got the Metallica version. Or the Metallica specific game. which I think does feature songs from other bands.
Nice.
But I never really owned any like rhythm games growing up. Like no karaoke games, like nothing like that. I don't even remember what my first rhythm game was. I genuinely don't remember. Actually, my first encounter with a rhythm game might have been like a demo. But even then, I don't know, I don't remember playing it. But I remember knowing of like Parappa the Rapper and stuff like that. But I don't think I've ever like played any of the like demos or anything at the time. I also think there was like a Jungle Book rhythm game, and I think that one I did play a demo of. So that could have possibly been my first rhythm game experience. Does Just Dance count as a rhythm game? Because maybe that, if it does, that's probably my first one. You're good. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, they went to see Mario. Oh, I hope they have the best time. Is anyone planning on seeing the Mario movie? Oh, that's nice. Got to catch up. That's good. You played a ton of Rock Band. You're more of a bassist in real life, but I love the drums on it. Ooh. I'd say it counts. I think Just Dance is, I think categorically, it's more of like considered more of a party game. So maybe, I would have to like go back and see like every single game that I've streamed. Because my first rhythm game might have been on stream.
Well, damn. Turns out a friend of the bar owner is a headhunter for a local indie label, and he was, quote unquote, impressed by my performance.
Oh.
He's serious about the whole thing because I'm getting signed. Just wow.
And just like that,
what?
We're
3 years
signed.
since I got my first guitar. Dad bought it, and I still have it in my old room.
See, it
I
doesn't
play it from time to time when I
feel
come around
like it's
for a
been
visit.
3 years.
Dad's so proud of me. He was the first person I called with the news.
And that's unfortunately because I think the game has a lot of, the game definitely had a lot of potential to like do little scenes like this, or maybe like little comic book inspired sequences like that, or even just like a simple scene like that where like there's no like mouth flapping, there's no like complicated animation, it's just like, you know, a little still image of like a situation and whatever, because it really doesn't feel like you're doing like 3 years have gone by in this experience, right? So I'm guessing each of this thing is like a year. So this is like year 1, year 2, but no, this would be like we got started, and this is like year 1, year 2, year 3. Either way, and just like that, we got signed to an indie label.
Songs lately. Producer from the label is really competent. He taught me many tips and tricks on how to enhance my pieces. Writes his own music too. Never had someone else to compare my stuff with. It's definitely an illuminating experience. I think he's hitting on me though. Awkward.
Oh.
Gotta confront him about it. It's starting to be tense.
That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh. Oh, we're a blonde. Going through my blonde stage, I guess. Also feeling a little more sexy lately. Digging the skin tight fit. It ain't all sunshine and rainbows though. I'm struggling to keep my weight. Oh god. Manager is kind of pushing me to diet. Not feeling great about it. No. Okay, y'all. Just, I guess, a trigger warning. We might be going through body image, weight talk situations. And also there was a little bit of like hinting at the producer was been hitting on our characters. So just be prepared that the story might take turns that may not be the most comfortable. I don't know. I haven't played this game before, so I don't know if that's gonna be the case or how quote unquote bad it's gonna be, but just as a pre-warning, I'm feeling like the story is gonna tackle some themes that may be triggering to some, I guess. So just pre-warning. We got a new guitar. That's the same model Tom DeLonge used to rock, just a different color scheme. The record company gave it to me as a gift for a good start. Nice. Cool.
I can do it.
I dig the blonde era though.
Yeah.
Her poor scalp though. She went from like pink
Yes.
to like black and now blonde. I mean, I guess this took place over the course of like 3 years, I guess. I guess this is like year 4, roughly. Or the start of year 3.
Oh yeah. Awesome.
There's also a free play mode, so if you wanna, I don't know if y'all noticed, but at the end of that level, we unlocked a song for free play. So apparently as we unlock songs from the story mode, we'll be able to play them in like the free play mode, which is like just a different mode outside of the story mode. So you get to like wear the outfits that you've unlocked through the story, the different guitars. Very interesting.
Oh yeah.
It is nice to see the rhythm games are kind of getting like a little bit of a moment nowadays. I know there was that big Microsoft rhythm game. Is it like Hi-Fi Rush? If I'm not mistaken. I guess that's the only one. I know there was like a couple indies also that were like rhythm based. There's that first person shooter that's also rhythm. BPM, I think it's the name of it. So rhythm games are kind of getting a little bit of like a moment, slowly but surely. I never had any of those games, but it was so nice, like at the time, seeing like all the different karaoke games, and like it came with a mic and all that stuff, like all the different like little accessories too, you know what I mean? Like the webcam for, there was like the iToy, that's what it was, the iToy. I know some games had like little drums, and obviously, you know, the Rock Band games had like the different instruments as well, and Guitar Hero and all that stuff. But we're kind of at an era where like all those like games with accessories are like less and less, like not a thing at all anymore, really. I know there's still that one drumming game from, I think, Bandai Namco, that there is like a little bit of a little bit of a drum that you can play, but other than that, like, there's not been like a lot of like gaming accessories happening. You know what I mean? I get it though. It's hard to justify for a company to make an accessory and to sell it for a particular price and to make it even, you know what I mean? Like, and have that much of a spending without a guaranteed success for that game. So it's like, you know, it could be a big event. It could be a big investment for like something that could flop. You know what I mean? So I get it. Oh shit! I forgot to do the. I forgot to do the photo card of the day. And I also didn't trigger the jail thing because I literally got started with recording or with doing the gameplay for this, so I didn't trigger anything. So let me do that now. Let me do that. And let's catch up a little bit. So I'll do the photo card before I end the stream. How have you been? I don't think I've caught a stream since last weekend. Since last stream, I've been fine. I streamed on Monday. Today's Wednesday. Yeah. I streamed on Monday. It was very nice. We did a little bit of Pokemon. And it was a dramatic day for Pokemon for sure. We lost like 5 Pokemon, so I almost wiped out at the gym. But thankfully, we had a Soul Survivor and we had some like not duplicates. We had some like shelved Pokemon, like we had backups basically. So we were able to proceed with the story. And we were able to catch some more Pokemon. So we're gearing up towards the next gym, and we're heading there right now in our playthrough. So I'm gonna continue that. We might have to do some grinding on stream. I didn't want to do anything because we're still like mid location, so I want to get to the next town before we do anything like that. And there might also be some story stuff that I don't remember quite well, so I just want to make sure that I capture everything on camera. But yeah, that's been very, very fun. Yesterday was mostly like a chill day. I wanted to clean my room, but I ended up just making my bed from like I made, you know, with like new, whatchamacallit, like new sheets and all that stuff. So yeah, baby steps. But it was mostly just a chill day. I think I'm probably gonna visit like an Easter market within the next before the next stream. And then my brother's coming over on Saturday, so definitely gonna have like a pretty eventful end of the week. So I'm probably gonna stream on Friday. I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm probably gonna stream on Friday, but if I don't, maybe Sunday. And if not Sunday, then I'll for sure be back on Monday. Just so y'all know, I'm not ending the stream, by the way. I just wanted to take a little break because I hadn't redeemed that yet. So I'm sorry for that spin. And I'll get to the photo card of the day. Either if we end soon, I'll do it before I end the stream. But if I feel like continuing the stream for like a little longer, then I'll do it after I take a little break. I was actually exposed to a lot of like rock and like metal-y type of music because my brother used to be super into like Slipknot and like related bands and music. He actually listened to quite a bit of a variety of music. He would get into like dance music and like he would get into rap music and then he would have like, you know, Slipknot playing and just a lot of yelling. But I think it, you know, I could see how it was. It's a genre of music that even though it isn't really for me, I can see how it was like a way to have kind of someone else expressing maybe frustrations that you may have with like society and with like life, you know? Even if you're not necessarily singing along to it, right? It's just like you're hearing someone else kind of tackling those issues in a way and tapping into those emotions, I suppose. I'm someone who my instinct is to like put on a smile, so I think my thing is like pop music for me is kind of that, kind of like the putting on a show kind of vibe, or like, you know, getting my mood up rather than like staying in that like angry place or that frustration or that negativity, which, you know, it's two different kind of like what's the word? Like, it's two different ways of dealing with similar issues, you know what I mean? It's coping mechanisms, you know? They're all just coping mechanisms. Some people prefer ones over others, but if we are really to get to the nitty-gritty of it, it's basically just two different approaches to the same issue. Changed all your sheets yesterday too. Nice. You have eclectic taste too. I used to listen to Caged Garden and Ramstein. I hope I said all of those names correctly.
Oh shoot. Here we go.
I don't have much of an eclectic taste. Oh, Savage Garden, sorry. Well, I guess it's not really my fault or your fault. It's like autocorrect sabotaging our conversation. Yeah, most of my taste in music stays in like the pop, dancey, R&B, K-pop vibes, you know? I kind of stay in a particular lane, but I think a lot of it mostly, I guess with K-pop, it's a nice way for me to delve into little tastes of different genres without necessarily committing to a particular genre.
Oh yeah.
Because within like K-pop, you can experience like R&B and rock and like EDM.
Great.
You can experience definitely a variety of like bubblegum pop, like just a huge wide variety of genres within one genre. Sometimes even like one group can go through a lot of different genres depending on like the eras that they're in, right? And the concepts that they're like trying out and going for.
Nice.
And my like ever-changing attention span really appreciates that, right? because it's like different things to captivate me about a group or about an artist. That, you know, them doing like different things and reinventing themselves and like having different concepts in different eras. And it's nice that guy groups seem to have the same kind of like quote-unquote pressure to reinvent themselves in K-pop, because if you look at Western pop, it's mostly the girlies that have this pressure on them to like have a different hairstyle, but not too different so that they're not, you know, unrecognizable. But like the girls are more told to have like different eras and different vibes every time. Meanwhile, like, you know, Ed Sheeran is allowed to do the same thing every album, which everyone should be, you know what I mean? It's just that there's the expectations from female artists to have like a different era, a different brand in a way every time they pop up, you know, with like new material.
I am the champion.
That's cool. I really appreciate it when people like. I think it's a good quality to have when like people are very like are just into anything, you know, and they appreciate different music and different genres and all of that stuff. Okay, we are gonna get a little bit of a story beat here, and it's called Reality Check. So again, it seems like the story is hinting at like you know, our character being hit on, our character being told to like lose weight and get on a diet and all that stuff. So make sure that you're, you know, if you're not prepared for any potential triggering topics, then this is a good opportunity for you to maybe mute the stream or change tabs and do something else for a little bit, for a couple minutes. Because I don't know what we're gonna get into, so I didn't get any like trigger warnings or content warnings or anything. So just so you know, we're gonna get a reality check. So you've been warned.
Ian was still nagging, and I had to step up. Man, what a mess. The guy is a total jerk. I told him I feel uncomfortable with his behavior, and he just acted like usual, as if I haven't said anything.
Rude.
Still continued with his ways.
Gross.
So after a while, I just popped and went all out on him. Then all hell broke loose.
Uh-oh.
He promised to destroy my career, that I will never make it in the city. Things like that. I went straight to the studio manager. She removed him from the project.
Slay.
A new girl producer, Amy. We get along.
That's what you
way
get.
better. I still sometimes see Ian in the offices, but we just pretend to not know each other.
Oh, so he just didn't get fired. Okay. Oh, festival. We just unlocked a new song. Oh, let's get loud.
It's been a month since the release of my debut. Man, what a ride. I'm touring right now, and dear goddess, all the stuff happening around is overwhelming.
Oh, we have blue hair
So
now.
many people coming to the shows, the scope of the tour, media attention. All so great. Well, maybe the reviews could be better. Gitaru magazine gave it only 4 out of 10.
Gitaru magazine?
Still, oh boy. Everything is going well. I'm trying to wrap my head around all this, but it's happening so fast. This
Tell me about it.
I'm playing during a well-respected indie summer festival. Fingers crossed.
Tell me about it. Oh my god, it's Coachella. An indie festival, Coachella. Oh my god. New outfit. Oh, great tribal tattoos of the 90s. Please give me the power to rock. A new guitar. Just look at that beast. I am Satan himself. The gates of hell open up every time I strike these chords. Honestly, it's not the most convenient design, but you gotta love the goth look. Do we think this is the last chapter? I mean, it's certainly...
Here I go.
Oh, I thought she was barefoot. It's certainly the end of, like, our little... cork. What do you call the board? pinboard? Is that what you would call that?
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Slay.
Yes.
I definitely feel a shift in the music. It's not feeling as it like, it's not like as blendy as it was with like me feeling like maybe like each chapter the music kind of blends into one another. But this song, for example, is nice.
Great.
I keep pressing the wrong buttons every once in a while. If it was up to me, there would be like a little, instead of it being stars, or maybe in the place of the stars, there would be like the little button prompts just so that I would be constantly reminded of them.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess it's different if you're playing on a keyboard, then, you know, you would get different button prompts. I guess, you know, that could be adapted to what you're using, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
We're really slaying our festival moments. Did we get signed as like a guitar player? Is there such a thing as like, I mean, there must be, right? Like albums and artists that like only play the guitar. There's like no vocal to it. Like more of an instrumental moment.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't seem like she's in a band per se. But she's also not like singing. Maybe she's like Lindsay Sterling, but for like guitars and not violin. You know what I mean? I pulled out a throwback for y'all, huh? A YouTube throwback. I mean, she's still, I think, an active performer. We did it. Awesomeness, 91.9%. So, it's so me. It is so me.
You go, girl.
You go, girl. like hyper focused right now. The second I started talking, it was over. We went down the toilet, girls. I wonder if my awesomeness will be at the 90s. Or if we dropped in awesomeness. Yeah, it definitely seems like it's a chapter thing. Like, now that we've gotten into this particular chapter, it feels as though like the music is all gonna be pretty similar. Then, you know, it's different from maybe the music from the first couple chapters, but now this entire chapter is gonna be like similar in music, which it makes sense. It's like a little, almost like a little EP for like each different era.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Moth. Haven't seen your message, but I will get to it soon. Same with you, Endara. Oh, this is nice. The button mashing is feels quite nice, actually. That was very juicy. It was very satisfying. Oh no.
Yeah.
I went from like mashing to holding.
Yes.
This is a long song. Okay, it's over. Just as I was like complaining about it.
Marshmallow.
Oh my god. He's a sleaze, but a sleaze with indispensable skills, I guess, right? No, we went down in awesomeness. I'm sad. When you were a child, did you have an irrational fear that you would one day flush yourself down a toilet? No. I don't think so.
Let's get loud.
I don't think so. I don't even know if I thought like, I don't know. I actually don't. I don't think so. If anything, I maybe would have thought about like, what if I fall in the toilet? But I don't know. Okay, vocals. Wait. The vocals are very like Miley meets Demi meets Haley Williams, kind of. Honestly, the vocals really help. Just give the song like more of its like a distinct vibe. Alright, ma'am. I had a lot of interesting fears as a kid. I don't even remember. I don't even remember the stuff that I remember I would sometimes cry before going to bed thinking about the fact that one day my mom was gonna die. Like sometimes I would just remember that death was a thing. But yeah, I don't remember any other, not off the top of my head anyway. Oh shit. Yeah, sometimes I still think about it, but like it's definitely different. I think nowadays I have more of a mentality of like, you know, shit just happens whenever, you know, shit just happens, I guess. So I don't know, maybe I got tired of thinking about it and constantly and having a lot of those thoughts growing up. So I think I got to a point where I just kind of got tired of thinking about that, you know, and I just kind of got to a point where like I have no control over it. There's no point in me like obsessing over it. So naturally I just obsess over other things in my life, in my head.
So this is it. Everything I dreamed about ever since Dad played me OK Computer on our trip to Wisconsin. You could call it a victory, but I'm kind of sour. Don't get me wrong, everything is going fine and exceeding my initial plans. It just feels like the finish line already. But I'm only 23. I reached the goal. What's next? Yeah, maybe I'm overthinking. Dunno. Enough of that.
Enough of
Parents are super
that,
proud, and I am being covered in gold by the label.
queen.
I'm not changing my attitude towards growing up, though. It still sucks. But keeping myself occupied made it suck a little less.
There you go. They said, I'm 23 and I made it. I'm done. Truly, we beat this game. GG. There is a DLC about like a trip to Japan, which I don't own. But yeah, that was nice. I think, by the way, hi Fly. My main thing about it was that I wished there was more like story beats more often, because I feel like everything was just like very like quick and things just happened quickly, and all of a sudden it was like, oh, we got a guitar. All of a sudden, oh, we're in a new city and I'm performing, I'm busking. And then all of a sudden I have friends. All of a sudden I don't have friends. All of a sudden I'm signed to the label. All of a sudden I'm playing a festival. It just felt like very quick. And if we got little story beats maybe in between every song or maybe every other song, we would have had the opportunity to maybe get a little bit deeper into the story and like a little bit of a nitty-gritty of like the story and what was going on, and maybe like a natural progression of things. Not that this was like unnatural, but like more of a natural progression of things, and we could have gotten into the maybe why the group, like why, you know, our friends quote unquote broke up with us, or why, you know, we moved to a different city, or maybe getting deeper into the issues that were going on at the label and the manager and all that stuff. It just feels like we just quickly glazed through everything rather than like taking the time to actively dive into every single thing. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. I wasn't expecting to beat the whole game in one sitting. So this is definitely a game that you can do that with. This game is available on Steam, so definitely check it out if this stream made you want to check it out for yourself. Like I said, there's also a Trip to Japan DLC that I wonder what's about. I don't know if, you know, I don't know what it is about story-wise or anything of the sort, but I would be willing to check it out. Again, thank you so much for the PR copy. I really appreciate it, and all of the thoughts were my own. And yeah, this was definitely a very good change of pace between our usual you know, our Nuzlocke. it was a nice change of pace to, you know, sprinkle in between Nuzlocke sessions. So thank you for being here, and I hope you've enjoyed